today in Tadasana. So up on our feet. We're going to do some invigorating leg work to start, but before we do, let's just catch our breath, center ourselves for today's practice. Nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll do 2 more of those. Ensuring our feet are planted firmly underneath the hips and the shoulders are away from the ears. And if you haven't already, you may wish to close your eyes and allow the muscles in your faces to soften. Doing a quick body scan from head to toe. Just getting a sense of the mood of the body today, where you might have lightness or even heaviness, tension, or areas that are quite comfortable. Note everything along the way, not just anything negative or the tense spots and blockages. Oftentimes we tend to focus on the negative, not thinking that 87%, 90% of the rest of our body may actually be feeling really good and functional. Moment now to set an intention for today's practice, trying not to set any expectations, keeping an open mind to allowing the practice to flow through us. And we all may wobble today, but we're wobbling together. Opening our eyes, coming back to the senses around us. We're going to come up onto our toes and just hold on the balls of our feet as tall as we can. And again, our feet are underneath our hips. It might feel a little more awkward and more difficult to stay up. I said we'd probably wobble together. I wasn't lying. Keeping the abs nice and tight so nobody is swanking. And we're going to come into a squat here. Again, the knees are underneath our hips. You're going to thrust the pelvis back, but then at the same time draw the navel through to the front so that you're not arching the lower back too much. Nice and tall. So this is our sequence. We're going to inhale, come up on the toes, exhale, come down into a squat. So come on up. Find the breath that powers you. The motion is the most important. Up on the toes. And sinking back into our squat. Nice and tall upper body as if we're sitting down on a bench, finding our counterbalance. And we're doing this for 10. That's 5, we're halfway already. Taking your time, going to the rhythm of your own breath. Let's go one more. And lowering down onto our heels. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. And we're just going to hang here in Uttanasana, grabbing the inside of our elbows. Lowering our head, elongating the neck. And we're just going to bend one leg left and then right. Shifting the weight from leg to leg, slowly opening up the back of the legs, the hamstrings all the way down the calf muscle. inhale, we're going to rise all the way back up to standing, arms above our head. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to do 2 more sets of this same. So rising up on our toes and down onto our squat. So inhaling, coming up. Sinking down into our squat. Remember your form. Take the time to find your position. Seeing your toes beyond your knees. There's 5. 5 more. Good control. Starting to feel your calves light up a little bit. Let's go for 2 more. And sink back down onto your heels here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing the inside of our elbows again, and this time shifting the weight left to right, swaying the upper body. The whole torso is moving beyond the knee. You may have a micro bend in the knee to prevent any strain in the back there. And slowly rolling over the lower back, again warming up the ligaments, the connective tissues. Center, stilling our bodies. On the next inhale, we'll rise all the way up, reaching the arms overhead. And hands to prayer on the exhale. 1 more set, coming up on the balls of our feet and sinking down into a squat. There we go. Don't mind me. Find your rhythm. There's 5. Nice. 3 more. 2. 5. All the way out. Forward fold. We're going to touch our fingers down, cross one foot over the other, and walking the hands to the opposite direction. Lowering our head, elongating the neck and spine, hinging at the hips. Breathing into that back of the leg. You feel this shooting from your lower back into your knee. Be gentle and breathe into it. Sinking a little deeper with each exhale. Walking the hands back to center. Unlacing the feet, drawing the back foot out and over top of the other. We'll walk the other way. And be gentle on your body. hands around as far as you can. Coming back to center here, bringing the back foot back out, stacking it underneath the hips on the inhale, rising all the way up. Grabbing onto your left wrist with your right hand, side bend here, try not to roll forward, but just to be into the side body. If you'd like to step your left foot back, you are welcome to. Again, if you start to roll forward, just pull yourself back, pressing the pelvis forward, engaging the shoulder blades to pull the top and the torso back. Breathe into the side body. You should be into your left side body. And release. Reset our feet under our hips, grabbing onto the right wrist, bending over to the left. And stepping back. And you find your stability. Breathing into the right side body here. Remember to engage the shoulder blade to bring those hands up over your head. Pelvis is tilted forward. And roll out of that. Nice. Reset the feet. Back underneath the hips. Reset. So with our right leg here, our next sequence, we're going to come up with our right leg at 90 degrees. We're going to come up on our left toe. We've got this. Like that. And we're going to squat out to the side. So coming up on our left toe and squatting out to the side. Come back up onto our left toe, 90-degree leg. Squat out to the side. We're only doing 10 of these. Wobble with me. Good. Good. There's 4. Nice. 5. 6. 7, we do our best. 8. I'm glad I'm not the only one. 1 more. Well done. Bring that leg all the way back, holding it at 90 degrees. Good. Our next move of 10, we're going to bring our leg back behind us, almost into a warrior 3, hinging at the hips, and that right leg is going to come sliding down to the left ankle, pressing back up. So we're really working the left quadricep into a single leg squat here. Sliding that foot as you squat the left leg. Keep your hinge so that your body is at about 45-degree angle, unless you're able to be more flexible. Your torso is parallel to the floor. 3 more. Feel the glute light up. 2. Last one. Oh, come out, shake that out. Before we do our next move. Well done. With this time, we're going to extend totally into our warrior 3. So leg comes up to 90 degrees. We're going to shift all the way to warrior 3. We're going to open our arms into cactus. So cactus arms here. We're going to bring our elbows into our knee, crunch, and cactus arms back out. Find the stability in your left leg. Take your time. Engage the right glute. Drawing those arms back into your cactus. Let's go. One more. Great. Stepping back all the way into a lunge here with that right leg. So you're happy with that. Square the hips so that they're forward facing. We're lunged here. Nice. Your back foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. A slight bend in the back, lifting the chest. Drawing those thighs together to keep your pelvis forward facing. Lowering both hands down on either side of that lunged leg. On the mat as flat as possible. Your back foot is up on the toes. So we're going to come into a sort of plank here. We're going to draw that left leg into our chest, rounding out, pressing into the right toes. We're going to draw it in, so we're in our plank here, lifting that foot off the ground. The left knee is at the left elbow. Pressing through the shoulder blades, sink down onto the knee, arching the lower back. Chest is forward. Good, pressing back up on the exhale. Inhale, lower down, slight back bend, lifting the chest. Exhale, pressing up into those shoulders. Inhale, come on down. Nice deep breath. Exhale, press up into your plank. Inhale, come on down. Exhale, press up into the shoulder blades. Engage those abs. Inhale, come on down. Arching the lower back. Exhale, press into it. Inhale, come on down. We have 4 more. Nice deep breath in between. 3 more. Good. Keep going. We have this. 2 more. Exhale. And stepping back into your lunge here. Nice, taking the weight off of your hands, power lunge. We're still up on that back toe. Arms are thrust back behind us. You can keep them in an airplane, whichever you feel is more powerful. Body is at about 45 degrees, finding a neutral. Gaze down at the floor. Remember to draw the inner thighs together so that the hips are forward facing. We're going to come up on that back toe, rising up and sinking down. Rising up and sinking down. So find your flow, find your pulse here, forward and back. Really working that left quadricep. Good. Lowering and rising as fast as you can. Still in a power lunge here. Let's go 2 more. Good. Lowering our left hand down to the mat. Opening up our right arm above the body. Rotating so that that left arm is coming all the way up. If you would rather bring your arm to your knee, that is fine. We're in a side angle here. On the inhale, come into a reverse warrior, keeping that lunged leg in front, back leg is at 45 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, windmill back over that front lunge leg. Inhale, back into your reverse warrior. Repeat this motion. Go to the rhythm of your breath. And 5 more. One more. Windmilling that upper hand when you come back all the way down to the mat. Up on the back toe, and we're opening up here into a revolved side angle. Pressing through that back leg. Quadricep is flexed. Arm is above the body, and you're channeling energy through that right arm. Two more breaths here. That left leg is going to stack on top of the right into a side plank. So you're rotating and pivoting that back foot. You're going to walk or float your left foot over top of it. Come into a side plank here. Lower down onto your left forearm. Pivot those feet into the left forearm plank. Either stacking the feet or scissoring them, whatever works for you. Lower that right hand down. We're into a forearm plank here. Fully interlace the hands in front of us. Good. Elbows are underneath our shoulders. A little bit of an active rest here. Remember to keep the torso parallel to the floor. Breathing steady. Engaging the abs and the glutes. 2 more breaths. And come on into your dolphin. So thrust the pelvis up, walk the feet in. There we go. We're almost into child's pose. Hang in there. If you would like to pedal the feet, you're welcome to here. Pressing the shoulders back, as well as the heels, working through those calf muscles in our full dolphin. Lower down into child's pose. Take all the weight off. Extend those arms. And lower your foreheads to the mat. Yay! We did one side. Well done. Good job. I told you it would be fun. Challenging. Take all the weight off here, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Cleanse ourselves between sides. Proud that we got through that side. Now we know what's in store for the next. Drawing our hands underneath the shoulders, coming into tabletop. And I'll On the exhale, press up into down dog, curling the toes underneath the shins, and letting the head hang low. Coming up on our toes, we're going to float or jump or walk our feet in, bending the knees and floating or jumping to the top of your mat-ish. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Grab a sip of water if you would like. Good opportunity to do so. Great. So with our other side, you know what to expect now at least. So feet are firmly planted under our hips. We're lifting this time the left leg up 90 degrees. And again, we're going to come up on the right toes and step into a side squat with that left leg. So 10 times, going to rhythm of your breath. Graceful and controlled as you can be. No expectations, no judgment. 2 more. Last one here. Good. Back to 90-degree leg stand. This time we're hinging at the hips. And we're bringing that left leg into behind the right calf muscle, and as we squat, that left foot slides down the ankle, and we press back up with the right leg. And we're doing 10 here. Hold your arms however you need to maintain your stability. Abs are engaged. And you're focusing most of your attention and energy into that right quadricep. Job. We're halfway already. Three more. Last one. Shake it out when you get to the top. Whoa. Oh, that right hip flexor is lit up. Good, so we're going to come back into that one more time with our cactus arms and our hinging into warrior 3. So drawing that left leg up to 90 degrees. Bring our arms into cactus, coming into warrior 3. When you're ready, come into our crunch, drawing the elbows around the knee. Extending those arms, contracting the shoulder blades. One more. And stepping back into a lunge. Ha! Inhale, reaching those arms up. Make sure you can see your toes beyond your knee. There we go. So that left thigh, we're bringing it and drawing it into the right thigh so that the hips are forward facing. Bringing the arms all the way down to the mat on either side of the foot. Coming up on the back toes so that you're in a lower lunge here. We're doing our plank set. So, drawing that right knee into the chest, we're going to lift the foot off the mat. Remember how much fun it was the first time? So, bringing it in off the mat, rounding into those shoulder blades. Inhale, lower down. Extending the chest forward, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, round out. Pressing into your plank. Inhale, lower down. Catch your breath. Exhale, round out. Drawing the chin and the knee into the chest. Repeat. Go to the rhythm of your breath. Four more. Looking good. Last one. Make it count. Stepping forward, back into your lunge. Planting the right hand down. We're pivoting that left foot and opening up into a side angle stretch here. You are welcome to bring your arm onto your leg. Drawing that arm above the body. And here we'll windmill. So inhale, breathe. Exhale, back to the front. Repeat. Again, letting your breath power you. Engaging your side body. Your front leg is still lunged. Strong arms reaching over your body. Five more. One. Holding here, pivoting forward into our, we're going to lower our left hand, pivot the back toe, open up into a revolved side angle. Pressing all the energy through that left hand, reaching the right arm up over the body, the left leg is strong. Drawing the hip back. Good. And lower that right hand, coming into our power lunge here. Up on the ball of the feet, and then we're rising up onto our toes. So into our power lunge once again. Our body is at 45 degrees, the hips are forward facing. And again, we're just rocking up and back onto the toes, back onto the ball of the foot. Lower the left hand once again here. We're bringing that right arm up over the body. We're pivoting the left foot to the wall, and we're walking or floating our right foot on top or in a scissor to a side plank. Pressing those hips up to the ceiling. Three more breaths. Lowering onto the right forearm this time. Pivoting over to the left. So your left arm is above the body. Stacking or scissoring the feet. You're on your right forearm. And again, try to draw those hips up to the ceiling. And coming into your forearm plank, pivot both toes onto the mat. Interlace the hands. Torso is parallel to the floor. The navel is being pulled up to the sky or on your toes. Two more breaths. Hang in there. And resting up into dolphin here. Walk the feet in. That's a nice little break, and you can shift your weight and pedal the feet. Work through the back of those legs, pressing the shoulders away. Two more breaths. Lowering down into child's pose here, this time into embryo, so the arms come along the sides of the body. Taking all the weight off. Forehead is on the mat. And allowing those shoulders just to roll away from the ears. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's a cleansing breath in between. Well done. That was a really good effort. Drawing the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to come into a Sphinx pose here. So, lowering our bodies down. We're onto our forearms. The elbows again are directly under the shoulders. We're lowering the hips and the abdomen down. And just allow your legs to fall where they will. You may even want to shift your hips so that they fall naturally. And in Sphinx here, we're going to rise up. And again, curling our toes under our shins. We're going to do one more plank. Yeah, why not? So inhaling, exhale, we're lifting the pelvis up. Inhale, we're sinking down. One more time, allowing that lower back to arch. Exhale, pressing into your plank. Inhale, coming on down. Lifting the chest. Exhale. Engage those glutes. You should be feeling this in your butt. Inhale, come on down. Gentle back bend here. Sinking as deeply as you feel is accessible and comfortable for you. Inhale, come on down. Exhale, press into that plank. Lifting the pelvis, engaging the glutes. Taking your time. Slow is the new strong. Pressing those shoulders away from from the ears on your inhale. Looking back to your feet on the exhale. And we'll do 2 more. And once again, press back into child's pose. Take the weight off of those feet. You may want to wiggle the ankles on your way through. And this time, opening up the knees to the corners, the edges of the mat, reaching all the way to the end. And sinking a little bit lower, pressing the hips and the glutes back to the knees, and lowering your chin or forehead, whatever is accessible. Bringing the hands above the back, behind the back, interlace the hands, roll the shoulders, and try to stack those arms above the back. Deep breaths in here to help open up the pec muscles of your chest. Helping you to stretch out the front of those arms and shoulders. Release the arms back down along the sides or in front of your body. Drawing them underneath the shoulders, and we're going to roll ourselves into supine onto our backs. Yay! Gentle transition here onto our backs. We're coming into a bridge pose to start. Taking a sip of water if you need it. So lowering down nice and gently. We're going to keep those feet at 90 degrees. And yes, feel free to shift to get your positioning right. The feet are firmly planted about hip width apart. And the knees are stacked above the floor. On the next exhale, we're going to press up into bridge pose. And interlace our hands underneath our back if that's accessible to you. Nice deep breath in, and pressing up, trying to form a straight line from the shoulders to the knees, engaging the glutes to press the pelvis up. And if you like, interlace the hands underneath the back. We're going to lift our right leg off the mat. We're going to inhale, coming down, flattening down onto the floor. Exhale, pressing up, back into that bridge. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, thrust the pelvis up, engage the left glute. Again, using your breath to power you. Engaging that left glute to press up. You may even feel your left quadricep start to fire. The goal is 10. We're already at 7. Keep going. You got 3 more. Last one. And come on down. Oh, take the load off in between. Hug those legs into Vipassana. Wrap the arms around the shins. Release those feet back down to the floor, hip width apart. We'll do the same thing on the other side. On your exhale, we'll thrust up into our bridge. Interlace our hands underneath our back. And this time we're lifting the left leg off the mat. Inhale, sinking down. Exhale, press up, squeezing the right glute. Doing your hip thrust here, single leg. Trying to do 10 on each side. Good job, we're halfway. Three more. Years. Think of how good the Vipassana will be. One more. Oh, good. And how much we're protecting our lower back and knees here with engaging our glutes. Draw those knees in. Give them a nice big hug. One more big pose. We're going to do an upward facing bow. So the feet again come back down to the mat, hip width apart, flat. The hands are going to wrap under the shoulders and we'll press our bodies all the way up, extending from the hands. You can try this, upward facing bow, or you can go back into a hip thrust. It's up to you. So if you're coming into a bow, you may want to walk your feet in. And again, on the exhale, we're pressing all the way up. And you may even want to walk those feet up to press the chest through the shoulders. We're almost in a reverse plank here. You should feel the pelvis extended up to the ceiling. Really opening up those hip flexors, as well as the chest, lowering the head. If you're ready to come down, you may want to walk the feet back in. Again, your other option is just a hip thrust. Bridge. Take your time. Press into it. Well done. Walk those feet out and press through the shoulders. Good job, good job. Alternatively, just do a hip thrust. No judgment, this is your practice. You do what you're able to. Good job. Nice. Great. Good job. Come on down. Good. Well done. Well done. Drawing the left leg into the chest. We're going to grab onto the toe, big toe, with our peace fingers. I'm trying to extend that leg all the way up over the body as straight as possible. Breathing into it. You may not be able to have a straight leg just yet. Take your time to breathe into it. Trying to press the knee back, straightening the leg on the exhale. Opening up the IT band, the hamstring. You may feel this even through the knee. Hanging on to that toe, you can either bend the leg or you have a straight leg. Straightening the right leg along the mat and lowering the left leg to the outside. Again, you are welcome to bend that knee if that's easier for you, or straighten the leg if it's accessible. Trying to keep your back on the mat as best as possible as the leg opens up. Sinking a little deeper towards the floor. Bringing it back over to the top of the body and trying to cross it over. This time reaching up with your right hand to the outside of the foot. Again, you are welcome to bend the knee or rotating lower half, straight leg or bent leg, whatever works for you. Move around until you feel that stretch. Keeping the shoulder blades on the mat. 2 more breaths. Bring that left ankle over the right knee. Draw the right knee in. Give it a hug. Move around here, shifting left to right, rocking back and forth. And stack those feet over top of the hips. Flex the feet, straighten those legs. Pressing the feet up towards the sky. Toes are flexed, pointed to your forehead. Flex and then point the feet back and forth. Stretching out those calf muscles, the ankles, the fronts of the feet. And lower the feet back down to the mat, drawing in the right knee to the chest so that you can grab onto your big toe with your peace fingers, and again extending that leg over the top of the body. Straightening as and when your muscles and ligaments open up and relax a little bit. Try to press the knee away. Flexing that quadricep. Straighten the left leg along the mat. Open up that right leg. Slowly lowering it to the outside, trying to keep your pelvises flat on the floor. You need to bend the knee, that is fine. So long as you feel a stretch. Slowly bring it back over top of the body. You may need to bend it to bring it in, straighten it back up, and then that left hand comes over to the top of that foot, and slowly lower down to the opposite side. Try to keep the shoulder blades on the mat. Gentle rotation of the spine. Two more breaths. Drawing that right ankle over the left knee. Thread the needle of the left knee around the shin. Again, rocking side to side or even pulsing along the shin there. Stacking the feet over top of the hips again. This time wiggle those ankles, left, right. And this time into happy baby, grabbing through to the bottoms of the feet, pressing the knees to the outside, rocking if that helps to massage the spine, or just press against the bottom of the feet to get a little extra stretch. Pressing the knees, the outside of the body towards the armpits. Draw the feet together, bottoms of the feet are touching, wrap the hands around, draw the heels into the center and press those knees away, butterflies. One more dynamic move. I apologize, I forgot it earlier. You know what's coming. extend all the way along the mat, arms and legs. Let's reach those arms over top of our heads. Arch the lower back, deep breaths into the abdomen. We'll do 5. Bringing our legs into an L, hovering the right leg along the mat, left leg comes up into the sky. Reaching, exhale, bringing the arms to the outside of the leg. Reaching, bringing to the inside. Reaching, switch legs. Outside. Inhale, inside, switch legs. Exhale, outside. Reach. Inside, reach, switch legs. Reach. Inside, switch legs. There's 2. Well done. Outside. Inside, switch legs. Keep going. There's 3. We've only got 2 more to go. Switch legs. Good job. 1 more on each side. Stay strong. You've got this. Dig deep into the core. Switch legs. Good job. Keep going, keep going. Last one. Oh, and arch the lower back. Reaching the feet and the arms as long as you can. Deep breaths in. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more deep breath. And bringing the arms down along our sides. Palms are facing up. Enjoy this moment of having stopped after putting in so much effort. Well done. Great practice, yogis. Take a moment here just to reflect on any intention you may have set at the beginning of class. Congratulate yourself for getting through it and for laughing at our wobbles. And now, just with smiles on our faces, think of something you may be thankful for. I am thankful for this community, bringing Anna into it, bringing Susa back, having Tim and Linda join us while they're still on holiday, as well as Alice, hoping that she can return to our group soon as well, in person. Now, we're waiting for you to get a visa, and when we get back here. Thank you all for joining tonight. Namaste.